out onto the field underneath the inflatable ram down to our left, Dean, and we got a crowd on hand. The press box is packed like we've never seen it in the 13 years we've been doing these games in the 12 years here at Golden Ram Stadium.
Well, when you have the 3-0 team leading the conference in the Highlands Golden Rams, and the favorites coming into tonight for the Morris Planet in the PG preview, Mike, they listed them as #1 in the conference. Then they had a list of contenders. Highlands was listed under others. My, how 3 weeks in a shutout against Franklin Regional makes things change.
Well, we had a showdown at Franklin Regional last week, as you mentioned. The Rams won that game very impressively, 17-0, and we have another one this week. Last year when these two teams met out at Mars, it was not a showdown. The Planets won 55-6, and it really wasn't even that close.
No, it wasn't, Mike. One of special teams touchdown, so you have to take into account for that. We look inside the numbers. They returned 2 kicks and a punt, so again, we got down early, and just traction always playing at Mars is tough, so that all has to be taken into account. And this team, most important thing, everybody asking, what's the difference between Highlands this year and last year? I said sophomores are juniors, juniors are seniors. It's a big difference.
It really does. These two coaches here tonight, Scott Heinauer from Mars and Sam Albert of Highlands, combined 44 years of head coaching experience in the WPIAL, so nothing get past these two. Let's talk about their respective running backs. Elijah Jackson, outstanding, going over 200 yards, his best game ever in a Rams uniform last week. And Josh Schulteis also did the same, and you have an interesting stat on them.
Mike, amazingly enough, they both in 3 games have rushed for 520 yards on the button. But that's where the comparison's in. We know Elijah Jackson, he's a slasher, he loves to put the spin moves on. Where Schulteis, he's a straight-ahead basher. He gets in the tackles, they run that wing key offense, and they're going to try to go straight against our, I think, quote, linebackers, and they're going to have to be on their game night. You had a great statistic this week in the paper, Mike, about our defense against the rush.
Oh, right. The Highlands defense against the rush this year has been unbelievable. They've allowed only 79 yards on 64 carries for the entire season. 1.2 yards a carry. And taking sacks away from that, which go in that, taking just the running backs. Running backs have 76 yards on 39 carries for 1.9 yards per rush. That's